22-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Turns into the pile. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, do they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The give to the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. He's stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keeps it on the option. He'll pitch it. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff. On the stop.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Third and 6 yards to go. Underwood. They're all over it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Knocked down immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Here's Williams. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Bringing it back.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
The quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down and run. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking for running room. He's there to make the stop.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got his man. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sees an alley. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Line getting set on second down. Keeps it on the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Turns it upfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on 3rd down. I know it's early. 3rd play of this drive, but picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, USC. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Marshall. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. You threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. They were all over it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood. Left side, it's Buchanan. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it. Goes high to pull it in. Shakes a man and he might take off. He's at the top. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Williams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 18 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And it's the Buffs with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Sun Belt.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make him execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last 3rd down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drop. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Miller. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They want to run it left here. He's got the first down. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Under pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll need a bunch on second down. Play action with Williams. Finds the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Williams. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. Williams will pass. Snags it. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty a sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Williams escapes the pressure going right. Sails one into the middle. Just barely got rid of it.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Williams. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hope. He's out of bounds at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David can... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Williams. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Marshall. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out next.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense in an empty set. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Marsh. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd and long here. Here's Williams to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Williams. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. He lets it fly. And he went for an all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick-6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fake the spike, and he wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Marshall. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it. Keeps it. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After this, it'll be a wrap. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.